Large language models, what are they and how are they helping underwater habitation?
Welcome to Colonize the Ocean podcast, where we discuss oceanic colonization, exploration, and education with your hosts Adam Jewell and Brendon Traxler.
So, by this point in time, I think most people understand what large language models are. And if you don't, that's totally cool. It's all new stuff, but basically, it's when you hear about like ChatGPT, Grok, Gemini, uh, Llama, which is Meta's version. They're all the different type of chat AI. They're called, large language models. They're incorporating, sucking all the data off the internet into making an AI that we can talk to and get information back from. And they're getting better and better every day. At the time of recording, Grok 3.0 just got released last week. That's usually what I go to because it's more casual conversation. I'll jump on a chat GPT every once in a while, and even Google's version, which is called Gemini. So I'll jump around them, but Grok just seems to be the easiest use for me. But the point is, what they do is a lot. They're a great resource for you to ask questions, to dive into theories, to do whatever. You want to double check them. Obviously, they're still in their infancy and they're still learning, but they can do a lot. I was just messing around with it this week. I said, hey, I want to write a program. I don't know how to write a program. So I said, hey, this is what I want to do. I want the program to do this. I want it to do this. It spit out all the code for me. I copied the code, so I pasted it in somewhere. It had a couple errors. I copied those errors, put them back in. It fixed it. I had a program running in 30 seconds, 45 seconds, whatever it took. Amazing. So, but what is that? That's a little background right there. So what does that mean for LNSC colony? What does it mean for underwater habitats? What does it mean for you and me? So I got thinking about that. I'm like, I use this for social media. I use it for almost daily in my life anymore because it's just so helpful. So I started typing stuff in there. I'm like, here's what ASC is. Do you know who ASC is? Yes, we know who ASC is. This is what you guys are doing. I go, great. So let's take the designs that ASC has, tear them apart. Is this going to work? If it's not going to work, what are the things that we need to focus on? I said, hey, yeah, cool. Let's look at this. I'm like, here's some of the stuff we're wanting to implement that hasn't been done before. Let's walk through this. What do we need to do? And put it in there. It's like, yep, that's going to work. Let's look at it doing it this way, though, because you're going to run into problems here and stuff like that. But basically, 99% of what I had set out to do with ASC as far as designs go, it says 100% you can do that. Here's some concerns. Here's some ways around it. We walk through them. Basically, they're all the concerns I had, and they were all ones that I guessed would probably be the way to figure it out. So I don't know if Grok is just my yes man or not, but it seems to think we're on the right path. Then I talked about, hey, I want to get something in the water. We need to get something built. We've been talking about this for way too long. We need to get it. We don't have the funding to build a full scale one. So if we scaled it down, what if we scaled down to, a fourth the size or a tenth the size or something along those lines, just to get something in the water, to test it, to record it, to start getting some feedback. So I said, let's do a scaled down version. They gave me a bunch of different information on scaled down versions, different sizes. They even throw the costs out there and what needs it and do it. So I say, for what we're trying to do, for a small startup that has very little funding, except for you Patreon members out there who I appreciate, this is great. So what's next? I guess you're going to have to wait and see, because now that I've got this information, I've got getting budgets a little bit closer together and what needs to happen, and start making some phone calls and see what we can get done. If we can't get a scaled down version going here pretty soon, that'd be great. But in the meantime, I'm going to go off on a little second off of what I'm talking here, but I just want to, people not understanding AI and the benefits that it can bring to you, I think is a big disservice. I think people think of it as they see what they can do with the fun little faces it can do, and the neat little videos and stuff you can do. But it is such a powerful resource for you in your everyday life, for whether you're at school, whether you're at work, whatever you're trying to do. AI can definitely enhance your life from a standpoint that you got a writer's block. You're not sure what you want to do. You're not sure what you even want to eat. You can plug anything into it. Act like you're talking to a 4, 5, 6, 7-year-old, like child, and talk to that way. It's on how you talk to it to get the information out. You need to be very descriptive. Hey, I am looking at doing this, and this is how I want to do it. Is this going to work? Or if you want to cook something, hey, I'm thinking about cooking tonight. I've got, radishes and tomatoes and some cheese, and I got some chicken. What can I make? It's going to throw recipes at you or offer suggestions. It is revolutionizing the way we live life. And I'm trying to not go off on a tangent because this has nothing necessarily to do with ASC right now. But I think while we're on the topic of large language models, AI, this is a big area that people just don't understand. And I think you need to understand it and you need to be using it. Test it out. There's so many free versions out there. They're almost all free at this point in time. Go try them. You'll be amazed at what you can do. But yeah. So that's the exciting stuff with ASC. I know it doesn't really fit the narrative of usually what these shorts are like. This is more of a, hey, eureka moment type of thing, even though I've been messing with for quite a while now. But over the last couple of days, I've been sharing with Adam and Babe the information that's coming out of here, basically producing papers worth of information that maybe I'll post online. I don't know. It's kind of the whole pulling back a little bit this year. So anyway, this one's running long. I feel like I'm rambling at this point in time, but I've been trying to get a lot of information out here. So anyway, guys, are you excited about this as I am? Because I'm excited. I think we've got the budget to do it. I think we're going to do some cool stuff here. As long as I can find people to build this the way I need it built, I'm going to find them. This may take a little while. But besides that, what large language model do you prefer? Is it ChatGPT? Do you prefer Google's? Theirs is a good one. Or do you like to use Grok? Or any of the other ones they're using out there? Let me know. And what things do you feel like ASC may be missing that maybe I need to plug in there and get answers for? I'd be curious. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on all that, and I'll catch you next time.